we are live. If you're watching this on YouTube, I have to post my shit in all the Discord chats first. Dinner time. Post the link. Dinner time. Based Shamoon mentioned. Dinner time. Post the link. And dinner time. And post the blue sky image. Get your sneeze out. Oh, baby, get that sneeze out your mouth. Okay. View my stream. View my beautiful stream. She posted on Twitter and I was like, true. She was like, kiss. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Average Iris post these days. But if she's watching, we love you. If she's not watching, we still love you. Alright, I do not want to run out of time, so we're gonna get rocking here, I think. Beautiful. And you know we're taking the skin off this thing. Probably just tear the rest of the way. No, it's a little bit cured. A little bit too cured for that. And that's a perfect skinning. Beautiful. It's gonna go in the green bin here with our rabbit parts that we are not using today. I wanted to do that off stream because I was genuinely a little bit concerned about it getting demonetized. So I'm sorry to not show off, but you know, unlike what the kid on the Xbox said, it's not about showing everyone you did it. It's about making the damn food and eating dinner. Hi Velt, dinny time. I have a fucking brick of guanciale fat here. And you know we're rendering that shit out for this. Awesome. Going lardon mode with this bitch. Oingo boingo. Is that true? Oh yeah, we love little girls. That's actually true as fuck. Danny Elfman wrong for this one. Why did he say that? I can't believe Diddy Graining still let him work on The Simpsons. 5 Illuminati signs that prove The Simpsons is predicting the future, but not in the way you expected. And Jethro Tull. Iris, welcome. We were talking about you. We were saying that we love your posts. And Jethro Tull. That's true as hell. Fricco Freaks. Yes, that's right, baby. Welcome, Safi. Welcome. Hashtag Fricco Nasty. This is sort of like Rico Nasty as a dish because it's about smacking a bitch. If the bitch in question is this much chicken and rabbit and lamb, we're gonna smack this bitch full of flavor, sitting on a park bench. You know the rest. That's true as hell, actually. So we're gonna waste no time here. This is a pretty short braise, but it is still a braise, and I don't want to run out of camera time. So we got the pot heating up here. We're gonna render out our guanciale. We're gonna get a bunch of beautiful fat, take out our rendered guanciale bits, reserve them for later. So I'm gonna get the fish spat's gonna be too small for that. Let me get the. Do I have my slotted spoon? Where's my slotted frickin' spoon? My freaking slotted spoon. That'll do her. Yeah, this is good. This thing's so damn heavy. Why'd I buy this? Fuck, whatever. It's fine. We're gonna get our tongs. The big first step is getting an immaculate sear on all of these parts of meat. So we got 2 lamb shoulder arm chops, bone in. This is basically for any cut of almost any food. You can basically do whatever you want. Yeah, that is about you. At the top it says, I was posting the link for the stream in the chat, and I saw that you were, evangelizing for, what is it? Shamoon. You were Shamoon posting in the chat when I posted this, so I figured that's awesome. And then Cammy chimed in saying that is awesome. Goated Shamoon moments. Okay, so we got 3 chicken legs here, just whole legs, NBD. I'm gonna get another bowl to hold the seared stuff in. I wish I'd washed that thing out. I guess it don't matter too much. I'm getting some good render on this already. Let's get the light on, let's get the fan going a little bit here. We're gonna toss this shit around some. That's nice. I got my spoon rest sitting here. I got 1 raw chicken hand still, so just give me a second. We're gonna figure this shit out. Fucking hell. I would have liked to towel down these cuts before I sear them, but I am actually out of paper towels at a really bad time. So we're just going to deal with it on that front. I'm actually going to start maybe getting these salted off in here as well. And then I can wash up and start getting some pepper on these. This is what rabbit looks like. So we got a big rabbit leg here. Another big rabbit leg here. And then we have an arm, or like a foreleg. And then we have a foreleg that I accidentally split in half. So this is going to be our rabbit portion. Smell-wise, you know, it is going to be, I think, our gamiest meat here today. Between rabbit, chicken, and lamb. I think rabbit's going to probably pack the most of that kind of flavor going on. But it shan't be too bad, I don't think. I just said shan't. I'm fucking geeked right now. Listen to how excited I am. I just said shan't. Alright, we'll do that. I think the guanciale is getting pretty close, I think. Alright, what are we rocking with here? Oh, baby. Some gorgeous guanciale. A lot of nice smoke coming out. You see we hit that translucent state, and some of these are getting to be like your more chicharron. I kind of want a little more on the chicharron side before I will call it well rendered. So we're gonna wait a little longer. Let's get the pepper. I have been informed by a very beautiful gentleman named Massi that this is the most beautiful stew he has ever had. I've ever had in my life. And I can't wait to try it. There's a couple other key ingredients that are gonna be like the main flavor base here, and we'll get to those when we get there. One thing we can do in the meanwhile is get these ready to go. Start getting some garlic broke up. I'm gonna go for like a nice sort of like 6 smaller cloves here. Goated Shamoon moments, the Emerald Mahjong. The Emerald Mahjong. Goated Mahjong moments, honestly. Shamoon has many, Shamoon is all about hype moments and gender, and it's awesome, it's beautiful. They will never make a show that good ever again, probably. This is actually, oh, that's really slippery from all the pork fat. That's, nah, almost fucking killed myself on that. 1 second, let me fix this real quick. You can go over here. Oh my god, the counter space. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, almost fucking slipped my hand onto the knife with the pork fat, so we're gonna clean this bitch off. Not a lot of knife work in today's dish, actually. Once we crush this garlic up, we'll be cutting up some tomatoes, and that's kind of the long and the short of it. And that looks like some pretty browned guanciale. I think that's gonna come off now, which is very exciting. Let's get the towel in there. Pardon me. Little bowl to collect and to hold. Yeah, I'm quite happy with all of these. Given that they're gonna come back in later, I'm pretty happy with these guys. Shaking off the excess fat because that's what we want. We want to keep that fat. And I can go back in there, and then there's got a couple little guys here. Shaking the fat off. Alright everyone, that was our little guest appearance from the slotted spoon today. So everyone give the slotted spoon a big warm welcome. I'm actually gonna get these seared off first. I can just put the seared meat back in here and it'll be fine because it's just what we're doing today. Yeah. And we are looking for beautiful browning. It's a little bit full in the pan. Move this over here, move this over here, this over here. Wrong side, that's okay. I'm gonna wash this thing off and then we'll get going on that. Okay, cool. We're gonna go for a pretty aggressive and longer sear because this is like the biggest, one of the most important steps in building this flavor is gonna be getting this sear down. Hashtag my dinar. Yes, that's right. Welcome, Lydia, welcome. I've just got the rabbit in the pot right now as we speak. Let me show you in a second. The guanciale is really smoking this bitch out, but I think we'll be okay. That's our rabbit. Is butchering an animal against Twitch TOS? I was kind of thinking it might be, so I did take the rabbit apart beforehand. I was also worried that it might have been a little bit too frozen. I didn't want to get embarrassed. Luckily, I think it did thaw just about enough to work with, so that was good enough for me. But yeah, so we got the 2 legs here, and we got the 2 forelegs that I accidentally split one in half. So we're gonna get a really awesome sear. Oh, that's what we're talking about. That is also what we are talking about, baby. Holy cow. Very nice. We're on a medium high right now. I'm building up that awesome sear that we keep talking about. This awesome sear we keep hearing so much. Throwing your cat can get you can't ban, but butchering stuff is fine. I'm sort of going off of the rules for the Chinese cooking channels I see on YouTube and what they choose to not show on camera. Because I'm pretty sure they're working off of experience there, so I'm just gonna believe them. I'm gonna get a little bowl for my garlic to go into. I'm really just looking to like sort of peel these up. I'm gonna be working them through later. We're gonna be making a little sofrito in our mortar and pestle today. So That's exciting. Lots of fun stuff in this one. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, if you want to see that, Lydia, I can recommend you a YouTube channel that I really like. It's called Uncle Rural Gourmet, and that is how a lot of his videos start, is they'll start with an alive animal. He'll go, I just got this at the market, damn. And then it cuts, and then the animal is mysteriously in several pieces. It's awesome. That's a favorite of Cammy and I. He's right up there with Masaru, the fisherman, who likes to get poison on purpose. Some absolutely furious bubbling happening in there. I'm getting my shit kicked in. Pretty bad. Uncle Rural Gourmet is very funny, and I do like his stuff quite a bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring out the green bin. I just emptied it, so in there is just, you can see the rabbit head looking back at us. There's all our organs and stuff there too. So if you were curious, there it is. Let's see if I get demonetized or whatever. But yeah, so my mother got me a whole rabbit from the Italian grocer up north of the city. Whole rabbit has 2 hind legs, 2 forelegs, and then everything else is called the saddle, which is basically just like the back and the ribs, and I sort of tucked it into itself. I sort of snapped the spine here. So the actual rabbit is like that long, and then the head is here, and the legs are, you know, on the body. Sorry, I'm describing like what an animal looks like, but you know what it is. You got the ribs here, and then the sort of lower back and like the loin area is sort of the other half of the rabbit there. Saddle is really nice for like pasta and stuff, so I'm looking forward to doing that sometime. Oh, I love the tastefully placed branch is also a staple. That's so funny. Okay, we got a good sear. We got a good sear. The small parts I'm worried about going a little bit crazy, so I'm just going to take those off a little preemptively. That's a nice sear. And that's a nice sear. And this one's looking pretty good too. So these are looking all right. Let's get some chicken in there. Oh, I thought oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so chud, dumb idiot. That's okay, I'll use this for the tomatoes. Oh my god, it's smoky. Italian recipe spotted using tomatoes, believe it or not. Alright, I think I'm about happy with these guys. Yeah, that's nice. As far as quantity, I guess what I tried to do was sort of keep it to like 1 layer for each protein I'm using here. So I'm not necessarily equal parts, but like I've got enough of everything to make everybody pretty happy. Alright, that's good. I can get the lamb onto this now. Oh, hey Dad, welcome. Do you have a second thought about chicken? It's true, it's true, it's true. Gorgeous lamb steaks from the fucking Loblaws of all places, believe it or not. And these are actually not too wet, so I'm pretty happy with those. Let's get this thrown out. Very nice. Oh, what you want to do? I'll find a rhythm that'll make you move. What you wanted to. Cooking every kind of bird in here. Just one kind of bird. Oh, pardon me, fuck. Oh. Oh my god. You the president, you George Sears. Velt, I don't think I have heard about the animal activist protests. at your college. What fucking happened? What was the show about? What could have possibly warranted that response? The hell? Flip these things over. Got some nice big like through the bone cut on these, which I really wanted for this dish in particular. That chicken is probably about seared up, I think. So we'll see if that's good for a flip. This can go back over here. I have no more raw meat here, which is awesome. So we're now sort of like out of phase one, which feels good. Let's see what we got here. Oh, baby. A gorgeous flip. A gorgeous flip. And a gorgeous flip. Awesome. Okay, I got my that. I got my this. We're gonna get a little rosemary. Let's get like 2 little sprigs here. Chuck the rest in the fridge for later. That you wanna do. Find a rhythm that'll make you move. I'm just gonna sort of do one of these. And one of those. So I take that down there. And I'll do one of these. One of those. So that's enough for that. I'm gonna give this a little rough chop sort of pass over. And that's good enough. That can go into our little sofrito pile here. I'm also gonna get, I'm gonna walk over here. Oh, so much quieter. Isn't that nice? I will be needing these quite soon. And some gorgeous fresh sage. It's only a little extremely smoky in here. Let me get the fan on max. I'm actually gonna open the back window too. Holy cow. Oh my god. Just some kind of airflow would be fucking awesome right now. Some nice, big, beautiful leaves of sage. Let's go for like this much. That's cool. I'm just gonna cut the stems off here. And then the rest can just go like a little across the grain, nothing crazy. And that's looking like it might be a good sear on the chicken second side. What do we got here? We can do a bit better than that. Let's go back over. Give it a little rotatey. So you have a lot of fat in that pan rendered out there. Might be taking some of that out before we keep it moving here. Watching from Ottawa. Oh, wow. Cool. Family thing or business thing? All right, let me get these tomatoes chopped up and then we can get some more space on our counter here. A couple of those, and then I think 2 of the bigger vine guys, and that should be about good for our liquid here. And actually, our salad is gonna go in the fridge for now. That does not need to be out just yet. Holy moly, okay. There is something I want out of here. That's right. Sorry, gang. Aha. Anchovies. Anchovies, baby. Okay, that's solidified olive oil from the fridge being too cold. Don't worry about that too much. Depends, Stephen Allison. Ah, I see. Oh my god, there's so much oil. I hate this fridge so much, man. This shit pissing me off. Okay, come on, man. Where's my damn anchovies? I am going to crash out if I can't get an anchovy out of this damn jar. Oh my god, dude. Just give me a little bit. Just give me. I just want a little. I just want one little. I just want one anchovy. I'm dying. Oh my god, I hate my fridge. Oh hey mom. Hi mom. Thanks for the gift subs, by the way, the other stream. Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Okay, alright, okay. No more Mrs. Clean Chef. We're gonna have to go get our hands in there. The fuck? Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, one. What? I was using chopsticks. It kept tearing them in pieces. It's like you don't even watch my stream. Hi, baby. Sorry, you look gorgeous. Cammy looks gorgeous, everybody. Say Cammy looks gorgeous. Okay. Fucking hell. Women will be like, use chopsticks and then expect you to prosper after. Okay, that is a gorgeous sear. You're coming out. And that is almost too much of a sear. You're coming right out. And I'm worried about our last guy here. Once again, really fucking pushing it. Okay, that's fine. I got caught up with the anchovies. Let's get this shit in there. Oh, man. So nice. Okay. Wow. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna do one of those. That's gonna rumble on. I'm gonna say this is enough anchovies to work with. I think we'll be okay. Big anchovy strikes again. You're so right, Dad. I'm gonna turn this shit down to this. I am mad. I am mad about that. It's okay. Alright, okay. I think the big rush is over. Let's get these tomatoes chopped up and I'll show you what the rest of our sofrito ingredients look like here. How many servings? It's gonna be a lot. We're having some friends over for dinner. I know, babe, I know it's smoky in there. The back window is open. The back window is open. I know. We're having some friends over, but I'm also intending to make a lot. No, sorry. Thank you for providing a real lived experience to our audience. Love you. So I'm expecting this to be like minimum 6 servings, probably more. But we have about a pound of lamb and about a pound of chicken and probably closer to 1.5 pounds for the rabbit. The whole rabbit was 3.5 head, organs, everything. So once I got the arms and once I got the legs off and took all the head and everything out, probably the legs alone are going to be like in your pound and a bit ballpark, I think. And that's about how much we're rocking with. So we got a minimum 3 pounds of meat, probably closer to 4. So yeah, it's gonna be a really big, awesome serving. No, it's okay. Cammy's right. It is smoky as hell in here. I've opened the back window, and the searing is almost over. And then we will be having a normal time in our beautiful house. And then on the side, we're gonna have a really nice little simple salad, which I've got the greens for in the fridge. And then, pardon me. Oh my god. Oh my god, losing my train of thought. Am I gonna use a rabbit head for anything? I was considering hanging on to it for like a stock, but I don't think that I'm going to do that. I hope that I did not make you regret asking. That's a nice sear on the lamb, and we are almost done. I'm gonna turn this down actually, it's getting really crazy in there. Oh baby, okay. Yeah, you should be scared of what Cammy's gonna say about the lamb, about the rabbit head. Cammy's keeping the rabbit head for her Tumblerina Witch blog. Super important content, very important cultural context. So we got about 4 tomatoes here. 2 of them were smaller aroma. Animal count is 5. That's correct. We got guanciale, 3 proteins, and anchovies. That's right. It's a crazy meal. And this is traditional from Umbria. In case anyone is curious, this is like a southern-ish Italian meal. Or no, Umbria is pretty southern, but it is mainland southern, I should note. And it is apparently, this is a less of a fishy dish, right? This is all land stuff. Pretty classic, like hunting provisions, right? You got your rabbit is most often going to be caught wild as game. And then you have probably your farmed like lamb and chicken, right? So for about 3 pounds of meat, we got about 3-ish, I went a little bit over, tomatoes. Just whole tomatoes, just chop it up. And that's gonna be like a big part of our braising solution. Okay, we're almost out of smoke. This is huge. We're almost done with the smoky part. Oh man. Fuck, I need some water so bad. I feel like I'm yelling over the stove a little bit, and I feel like I'm dying from smoke inhalation. That's a great sear. Come on out. And that is a less good sear. Because that thing curled up a lot, didn't it? Okay, it's enough of that. Holy moly. Okay, okay. I'm gonna remove some of this fat here and turn our heat down a fair bit. Oh man. Fucking hell. The edges of the cast iron have become very hot, and this spoon is too small. Okay, so that's sort of your first step. By the way, I just want to be really transparent. This is my first time making this. It seemed pretty straightforward, just with some very interesting techniques and very interesting, you know, selection. And we'll get into some of the other most interesting parts of this dish in just a second. I'm just gonna try and get a little bit more of this shit out. Because I do not think all this fat will be needed. This is a really bad dish to run out of paper towels for, by the way. So I do not recommend doing all that. Okay, that's probably enough of that. That's actually true as fuck. Northumbria is in a different ass area. And Southern Umbria is in a different ass country. Continent even. So here's our mortar and pestle. We're gonna kick off here with a couple of about 6 peppercorns, I think. It sounds about right. We salt and peppered all the meat pretty heavy, so I'm not too worried. So like 10 peppercorns, whatever. And then here we have juniper berries. I was really excited to get a chance to use these because they are one of my favorite ingredients in gin, but they don't come up in food all that often. So we're gonna do like 3 of these puppies, I think. 4, fuck it. And then I would like to get some chili flake as well. Like 2 really good pinches, I think. So I'm just gonna break up our whole spices here first. This is getting pretty smoky. I'm turning you down again. The smoking rascal. So juniper berries have sort of like, you know, they carry a bit of that pine tree-ness, but I'm hoping that they have that nice herbaceous quality that'll get backed up. Yeah, 4, I'm not driving. Hashtag copied the gimmick. Gimmick copied. What fell in my fucking salt? A little chili flake or something? Okay. We're gonna get some salt in there. We're gonna get in the rest of our sofrite. Bunch of that fucking oil from the brine for the anchovies has started to melt a bit, which is pissing me off. This anchovy shit, not serious. Okay. Diva down, real. Oh yeah. I don't think we're going for like a smooth paste here necessarily. I just think something that would not immediately burn upon touching the hot oil is sort of my main goal here, to be honest with you. Oh, this smells good as fuck. Okay, that's awesome. And yeah, if you're wondering where's the vegetables, you're looking at them, pal. This is a pretty light on the vegetables type dish, although we're gonna have a salad on the side to go with it. So don't all worry about that. Okay, wow, the sage and the juniper are really coming out here as scent heroes. That looks about good. I'm gonna get a little spoon and try and scrape all this into our pan there. All right, yep, that's fine. Schmeat stew. That's damn true. Hope everyone loves the scraping sounds. Sorry about that. Okay, so I don't want this to burn. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Okay, it smells very cool immediately. Try this out for like 12 seconds, I think, basically. And then we'll start deglazing. Actually, I might get the tomatoes in here too, to sort of break that down a bit. Or should I deglaze first? I think I'll deglaze first. Damn, this smells incredible. Oh man. Okay, cool. Okay, nothing is burning. Whoa, there's the chili flake. Holy cow. Okay, cool. All right, let me get the deglaze. White wine and white wine vinegar. Brand new. Veld, I do see the story there. I will be reading that in just a second. We are at a time-sensitive part of the recipe here. It's a lot of vinegar, and it's a lot of wine. Actually, it's gonna be some more vinegar than that. You're gonna go about a half cup of both of these. I'm gonna lean a bit more on the wine side today because I have a nice bottle of wine. So I'm gonna do more like a 1/4, 3/4 situation. So this is 3 cups, so 3/4 cup of wine. That'll take us about here, I think. Let me get one more glug. Boom. Okay, cool. Reach my simmer, and then we'll get this thing deglazed. Stew. Plum plum. Visiting artist named Adel Abdesamed, and he had an exhibition that was videos of animals being slaughtered for food in rural Mexico. Animal rights activists started threatening to bomb the school and all this shit, and they had to cancel the exhibition. Wow, that sounds unfortunate and very childish. It sounds like he was trying to talk about that. Unless you think it was hacky. I really don't have much more context than that. Okay, so we're gonna cook down the wine until we're at a very healthy simmer. And then we're gonna place the meat back in. We're gonna toss all our tomatoes in there. Stew. The glugger. The glugler has glugged too. Alright, so we're gonna just sort of get this burbling and boiling until the wine is reduced by about half, as people like to say. Alright, the knife's getting washed off for now. We're gonna get all the meat back in there, start simmering, and then we're gonna do a little reset on the dishes here. And then we'll talk about our salad, and we'll just see how the stew develops. The whole point of the exhibition was how people in the Imperial Corps have zero clue about the lives of those in the Global South and get offended by the perceived cruelty they enact, like slaughtering animals themselves, when the violence of the Imperial Corps inflicts is why the Global South has to engage in things like slaughtering their own animals. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Another massive dub for arts students everywhere. Okay, let's get real serious about the simmer here. Let's get really serious about getting a simmer. How about that? Let's get this back in as well, sort of soften up and get more smoky flavor. Not more actual smoke, just more smoky flavor. That would be nice. You wash off that spoon with more of the sofrito on it. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Oh, pardon my coughing. I think you know why I'm coughing so much right now, but we're gonna make it out okay. Fat down the drain, just like God intended. Alright, let's put away some of these dishes here, and then we'll feel a lot more normal, I think. As this reaches our desired simmer. Wow, what a full and semi-precarious but seemingly stable. Drying rack full of dishes here. Okay. Please just be clean. I'm just gonna... Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna freak out, man. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay. We're back around to simmer. That's cool. I'm gonna toss all the meat back in, get it layered up, and we'll see what we're looking at here. Oop, don't get too much more blood on the countertop, that's for sure. Or the stovetop, as it were. Okay, that's about that there, I think. Okay. Our little bone parts have fallen off of our lamb chops here, but that's okay with me. And then apparently we're really just gonna slap on a bunch of liquid and then wait for a raucous and gentle simmer to help us out here. So I'm gonna start rinsing out the liquid from the mortar and pestle to get the rest of that beautifulness out. No flavor left behind. Doing some Musicians of Bremen type stuff. Oh my god, oh my god. Wait, Zvelt, that last part? And then he spoke French the entire time without a translator. It turns out he was just an actor that he hired. He didn't care. Oh, that's so beautiful. You know what? That's actually incredible. That's actually amazing. That's so sick. Oh no, I'm making Cammy laugh so making Cammy cough really badly over there. Hope that when I die I go to hell. I just made my girl cough. Okay, that's probably enough of that. I'm looking to just about sort of cover stuff here, so I'm gonna say that's probably good. We're gonna reach a pretty full simmer, and then I'll pop the lid on this thing, and we'll see if it actually simmers in like about an hour. I know I am guilty. I know I must be punished. I understand all this perfectly. Thank you. This can go in here. Saffron, I can't click on that link while I'm streaming, but I would like to know what that is. You know what it is. Is it when I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell? Blah 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 blah. Okay. I knew you had it. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It was what I was thinking when I caused Cammy to cough from making a beautiful dinner for us to enjoy. Just a reminder of what it's all about. Not saying I'm not gonna go to hell when I die because of what has happened today. Just saying I had my reasons. I call in the Nuremberg defense to help me make dinner for my girlfriend. Ends justify the means. That's what I'm fucking saying about this in particular. That's right. Oh man, these mixing bowls piss me off because they just fat sticks to the inside every time, no matter how quickly you clean them. At least you have to do like 2 washes to get the fat off this plastic. It's this heinous texture that I don't care for. I also need hot water, please, if the sink would like to help and give me some hot water. We're approaching our little burble there, which is cool. Oh my god, the way that these things stick together, I'm fucking... Ah! Yeah, this is gonna have to get a rewash as well. I gotta get rid of these plastic bowls. I really think I just hate them at this point. I've engendered so much ill will towards them that it doesn't even matter if they were once good. Alright, I just need hot water. Thank you. Okay. We have hot water again, thank God. Dishwasher mode. Dishwasher mode, that's right. Oh, sorry, just bonked my fucking camera again. SWAC 2025. Huh. Interesting code. Interesting code. Okay, now that we actually have a healthy bubble, let's interrupt the dishwashing mode for a second and just sort of stir stuff up and try and get a little more of a thorough bubble all the way around. KP mode. What's KP mode again? I can't remember what KP is. Is that a Britishism? Okay. That heat can go down on that for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, that's about good, I think. Like I said, really bad day to not have kitchen towels or paper towels. Go for a little cover and turn the heat down a little bit more. Fan can go down now, thank God. Oh, now I'm not screaming. Let's see what we got here. Kitchen porter. Oh, it's a classic. Classic of British language, in my humble opinion. Alright, okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I would like to make sure that this cooks through. And given how much time it took to sear everything off, I don't know that my battery is gonna last the entire interim. So I think what I might do, take the stream down now, recharge the camera battery for like an hour while this simmers, and then turn it back on for the last half hour or so that the salad and all the plate up and everything does not get missed. So apologies, but I think it would be the smart thing to do rather than running into a problem like last time. So I know the banter's fun, but I would like to sort of do the cut here, and then the kitchen magic will happen. Unfortunately, the kitchen magic does have to happen in real time. I'm not that good yet. I've only been doing this a couple months, you know? So I think that's gonna be the solution, at least until I get more battery packs, but like, I don't know. How much am I gonna invest, right? We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, so apologies to all of the streamers who joined, but I think you caught the most exciting part. You know, the chaos, the yelling, the bubbling, the screaming. The KP from MASH. Ooh. I haven't seen MASH, although for some reason, Dad, you might find this funny. It's a big thing now where lesbians are just like, who wants to watch MASH? Anyone like MASH? I don't know what's going on. It's like becoming a meme thing. Very strange. So yeah, we got our Fricco boobling away here. Goobling away even. If I had to describe this smell to you, oh man, the herbs and the wine and the tomato are doing something awesome. And it sort of has like this like tangy aroma. Really cool. I'm very excited to see how this goes as it reduces here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And apologies. Have a glass of that white wine and chill. I might very well do that. We'll see. We did actually also get a bottle of red. A bottle of red. And a bottle of white. Going Billy Joel mode in this bitch. Yeah, so I'm gonna take care of this stuff. Keep watching that. And I'll be back in like an hour, hopefully. And we'll see what it looks like. So thank you all for tuning in for, I guess, what ended up being part 1. But I'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to the camera stuff these days. So cheers. See you in a little bit.